Hey, how many times y'all seen that pink tower now? That one. How many times have you seen that pink tower now? I'm just saying, people are still trying to figure out the formula. I really do think it only shows up once a day, and I want to go over a couple things, and one of them being something that I didn't think was going to be true that ended up happening. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it is something that I do have a little interest in because it is Smoke and that's my favorite character. On April 1st, there was all kind of information that dropped in Mortal Kombat 1, and a lot of people rightfully didn't believe it, like this pink tower showing up and Floyd being in it. I actually did believe in that when that dropped. There was other things I was curious about though, and one of those things is Cyber Smoke being in this pink tower. Apparently there was some coding where if you do some things just right, you get to fight Cyber Smoke in the tower. And it's true. Now, the reason I didn't believe it was true was because I thought, well, why would they put Cyber Smoke in the pink tower when we've already had encounters with Cyber Smoke in Invasions, or you can just fight him in the Temple of Argus in the story mode. Not guaranteed, but randomly sometimes you can just fight Cyber Smoke anyway. Here's what has my head itching a little bit, and I'm going to show that footage. I honestly wasn't going to believe it until I saw it, and finally, somebody within the last 24 hours has posted a video of Cyber Smoke in the Floyd Tower. So wait, maybe I might be partial right, because to the person's credit who posted this fight, they said all they did was get a flawless match against Ermac in the tower, and this happened. Maybe they didn't know they got a flawless block in the match before, but this is what they said, so I will take them at their word. But on the plus side, it does show that the data mines are accurate at times as well. My concern was, when first watching this fight or thinking about this fight, my worry was this just adding another fight to the tower. I don't want to have any more retries on my way to Floyd. That is, I don't want to lose any matches and have that be taken away just because I'm fighting Cyber Smoke when I fought him before. At least it doesn't go that way though. It doesn't take a retry away. It really is just for fun. And since it is left at that, I do like that they added that in. And as a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, when you think about it, I do cherish it because it is the secret ninja encounter or the cyborg ninja encounter. There's people watching this now that probably don't know, so I definitely want to share it. There was no human ninjas in Mortal Kombat 3, unless you want to count Sub-Zero, but he was only in his suspenders. He wasn't in a ninja outfit. And Cyber Smoke was in that game, but he was the hidden character. And a nice little nod to that is Cyber Smoke's cameo is Motaro. So essentially, it's a hidden fight within a hidden fight. I think it's really cool. I'm really glad they did this. Did I trick you? Alright, I got a theory. Are you ready? Right now, I'm paused inside of my own live stream, and that's for a reason. Right here is the Floyd Tower. This is footage from when I was in the Floyd Tower the other night, right? The player who just fought Cyber Smoke had just defeated Ermac and then fought Cyber Smoke right before the actual Smoke fight. This tower is in order. This could very well be a tinfoil hat moment, but maybe some of this is true, so I want to share it. Are you thinking what I'm thinking yet? All of these ninjas on this roster were hidden characters at some point except for Scorpion and Sub-Zero. There was actually a Cyber Reptile in a challenge tower in Mortal Kombat 9. Is there a chance we could fight like a Cyber Reptile? I know that's a reach because now it would be like, well, is there a Cyber Ermac? Is there a Cyber Rain? Is there a Cyber Noob Saibot? But it did make me think of another one, and there actually is a Cyber Sub-Zero, right? I know it's the very first fight in the tower, and if you look into the files, I guess nobody's really came out and said that that's available because all we've heard about is Cyber Smoke. But I feel like this game, allegedly being loaded with secrets, might have something just a little extra in this tower aside from Cyber Smoke, and I really do believe that. Hey, maybe we could see a Cyber Floyd. I'm not kidding, I would entertain that idea. If it looked like the Cyrax or Sector like cameo models that we have, I think that would be pretty cool. I know we have the purple one, but that already looks pretty close to Cyber Smoke. And look, I'm trailing off. What I just want to share in this portion of the video right now is that I really do think there is other secrets in this tower aside from Cyber Smoke. We know that NRS is capable of putting content in the game without people finding out about it. There's still people that don't know about the hidden brutality from Season 5 in my streams, and I like to show that one off a lot. There's also the secret still at the Sundo Night variant where Will You Marry Me shows up. Just real quick for those that don't know, Smoke and Jade show up in Mortal Kombat 2 as hidden characters, and well, actually Noob Saibot shows up in Mortal Kombat 2 as well. And then for another reappearance as a secret character, Noob Saibot shows up in MK3. Smoke shows up again, except for this time he's a cyborg in MK3. I'll continue on. I want to know if you have any interesting theories too. I think there's more in this tower than what we have now. Now, I don't know what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1 right now because we were anticipating a pretty long downtime today
for maintenance.
And of course, as Mortal Kombat fans, many of us speculate maybe they're going to be adding content, or they're going to be patching something, or possibly fixing something that many of us are owed, like the Havoc gear piece. At this point, it might just be easier and kinder to give everyone that Havoc gear piece, because had some Havoc players known that was a reward, maybe they skipped out on towers of time because it wasn't a visible reward. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, a few rotations ago, there was an empty reward bracket where you didn't know what you would earn if you were in like the top. Anyway, no reward showed up. However, some people actually got the reward even though it didn't show up visibly for them either. In case you didn't catch it in one of my previous videos, this is what that gear piece looks like. I'm also going to put a link in the description. I did make a video showing all the upcoming gear in Mortal Kombat 1 that we don't have yet, that we do know is in the data files and we have images of. And honestly, I don't think the gear piece looks all that great on its own, but like we just saw in that last character on the right skin, I do think it looks really good. With certain skins like the one in Chaos Reigns, it makes his eyes pure white just like the Deception skin, and that's where it's fitting most, and I think that's where NRS definitely needs to make this correction because that's very iconic. If we can't get the Deception Havoc, at the very least, many of us are going to want the gear piece that makes him look closest to it. I'm sure you guys know where I'm coming from, and at this point I think they know as well too. But if this is just part of the reason why we're getting maintenance, it also makes me wonder if we're getting more content. I have seen some comments saying KP3, and I do think they're saying that in good fun. I would say whatever this maintenance is either rectifying some issues or a bug they just realized and they need to fix it. It's just odd that they announced it and it hasn't happened yet, at least not at the time of making this video. Now, while we're on the topic of Cyber Smoke, there's a few things I want to bring up. I really want to see Cyber Smoke be playable in MK1. Like really bad. And I'm going to share real quick the reasons why I can see that happening and the reasons why I can see that not happening. I do got to say real quick, I really didn't care for this palette on Smoke for the longest time because it's the human Smoke, which I love the human Smoke, but they gave him the cyborg palette color on this skin. It felt like a tease more than anything, but lately I've just come to appreciate it and I really like it. I'm happy I at least have 6 skins for my main character. Some characters don't get as many, unfortunately. Like, there's seriously a few characters out there that only have a total of 3 skins, and one of those skins being a premium skin. Cyber Smoke actually already has the exact same moves that human Smoke does. The only difference being is he has the cord that comes out of his chest. All they really have to do is remove that mechanic. In MK9 we saw characters that had a human skin and a cyborg skin, that being Cyrax and Sector, right? Unfortunately for Smoke in MK1, the reason why I could see him not getting the skin is because of his face. Unless they would actually develop a face for Smoke and the cyborg, then I could see it working. But right now that's the biggest setback I see. And although Smoke has made his way into each era, he's not in every game, so with this opportunity, it'd be really nice to be able to play as Cyber Smoke again. All I can say is I really hope we get it. I had my hopes high early on, it tapered off, and now I just find myself thinking about it sometimes. Let me know what you guys think. As always everyone, please do like and subscribe to support the channel. We're definitely growing. I do appreciate you all so much. If you're not already aware, I do have a Twitch account now. I'm gonna go live there now. I'm gonna go live there for a few more nights, and then I'll be live on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time moving forward. And keep up the good fight everyone. Much love and take care.